the mobility scooter. They thought they were clunky, they weren't really effective. And they were like, well, what if they could be better? And so this is how they came up with EV Rider. And this is their manual fold four-wheel mobility scooter. V83273 is your item number. And this is a huge deal because we've had more that have just arrived, so they're just in, and you're saving $700 off the price. So your usual price would be $2,700. And I can understand you'd think, okay, that's not today. But right now, it's $199.99, which makes your easy pay $400. It's an incredible value. If that still feels like it's something that is, you know, yes, if I win the lotto, then think about using our special financing. If you apply for the Q card, which is our own card here, you get a $20 account credit, and then you can spread the cost of your EV Rider across 18 months. And if you pay it off evenly, that works out at $111.11 every single month to really get back your independence, your sense of freedom, your sense of who you are. You know, when did you feel most you? Like last year, I turned 25 for the second time. That was how I positioned it, because when I was 25, that was the time where I really felt like this is who I am. You know, I'm old enough to be taken seriously, but I'm still young enough that life is still ahead of me. And you know that you really want to feel like the rest of your life is still ahead of you. And maybe if people are suggesting you get a stick or you get a walker and you know that that's not you, EV Rider is something that you can take on a plane, that you can use in your home, and you can really still feel like your youngest, best self. Now, EV Rider has been enormously popular here at QVC, so if you have one at home and you've experienced it and you want to share your story, we would love to hear from you. 800-600 1556 is your item. Oh, sorry, I was going to say your item number is the phone number here. Emily Scott is going to be joining me shortly, and we would love to hear your stories. Maybe you bought it for somebody in your family and it's really transformed their life. Whatever your story about EV Rider, we would love to hear from you. So joining me on the other side of the studio, about to come in, is my girl.
Hello.
We're gonna get on our
Hey.
It's been a while, girl.
It's been a long
Emily Scott. So Emily brings us EV Rider. Hey,
Yes.
Emily. I'm gonna. Okay. Oh, yes, I need to go through the colours. I always forget, because, so it's pretty easy. We've got a little line up here.
Yes,
So
I cannot believe we have rose gold.
Well, I know.
This is always the hottest.
Well, we only have 5 dozen in the
There you
rose
go.
gold
There
that
you go.
Emily is in. It's
And
so
I'm going to back
cute.
up so you can see. I know.
Yes.
It's like, if you love rose gold jewelry or you're a pink person, oh, it's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, because it speaks to your personality. It's not
It
like,
does.
oh, I've got to an
Yeah.
age where I need to use a scooter. It's like, I am still
Yeah.
me and I love pink. Then we also have the blue. Oh, gorgeous. I mean, that's kind of a race car blue. It's got like a sparkle to it.
They all have these high-end finishes on them, and I'll explain that in a little while,
Okay.
but they're just lustrous.
Then we have silver. This is the most limited. And then I have the red, and I did not know that I was going to have this when I put red lipstick on, but I'm loving.
Let me tell you, like I call that speeding ticket red. That is so fierce and fun. I love it.
It is fierce and fabulous. Okay, I'm driving over the carpet. Now, Emily knows this is only the second time I've been on one of these.
This is the second time, and she's never seen this scooter before. Yeah.
Woo!
Yes, amazing, absolutely. But we are really excited about this scooter.
Okay, I'm coming up
Rider's
behind
been-
you, just to warn you.
Yeah, EV Rider's been creating scooters, mobility scooters, for 20 years. We just had our 20th birthday, which is really exciting, and we really totally upheaved the entire industry because our scooters are agile and they're powerful and they're reliable. You can use them inside, outside. People have taken them all across the globe, and we'll show you that. They're just simply amazing. But this one was all about premium. That was the word we thought about when we said this. How can we make this the most premium scooter? So we looked at what people loved about premium cars, luxury cars. The automatic headlights, the keyless entry, the great, the rims on the tires. And we built a scooter that is more premium because we're following what people love about them.
And why shouldn't it be? Why shouldn't it be
Yes.
as opposed to just thinking? Because I feel like so many things when we head into an area of being less abled than we used to be when we were young, there just tend to be colors that are boring. It's all about the function.
Exactly.
Versus something that you can get that buzz of when you get it home.
Yeah, you know, a friend of mine just got a wheelchair, and you know, she said she doesn't feel herself in the wheelchair. And there's times you need them, but I showed her Easy Rider, and she's like, I can't believe it. I can't believe how fabulous this is. It gives you a whole extra step of independence. Wheelchair, somebody's got to push you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But this, you are on your own. This is a 55-pound scooter. And wait till you see what it can do. I'll show you in just
Open
a minute.
her up.
Yeah.
Go on, Emily.
Well, watch this. So I'm going to put these
Hang on.
armrests down.
Whee.
Okay. This is what we at Easy Rider love so much, the portable packable scooter. So there's a pin and a pedal, and I'll show you in this in depth. But look at this. An incredible electric vehicle folds up to the size of a suitcase, 55 pounds. And you know, if I had to pick up 55 pounds down here, Sam, I would not be able to do this. Even if it was my second 25th birthday, even back then, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But tipping it up, lifting it from here, and throwing it in the back of your car.
May I? I want to have a go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So there's a pin on this side. You're going to pull the
Oh,
pin.
no, I just want to lift up yours.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah.
I just want to see how heavy it is or how light it is. Oh, yeah.
Doable. Doable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And then when it's, and by the way, notice how it is balanced. We put that extra little set of wheels down here. So it's perfectly balanced because I will take all the help I can get. So if I can wheel this away instead of carrying it to a closet or carrying it to my laundry room when it's time to, you know, put it away, stow it, I'm going to take that help, right? And just roll it rather than carry it.
Yes. And Emily, you mentioned people have kind of taken this all around the world.
Yes.
So I think about my mum, and actually I said to my parents, I was like, hey, look, I can't get Christmas off because obviously I'm here. Would you like to come over? And but I know, they were kind of like, oh, and it's because my mum always has to be met at the airport. You know, they have to have the wheelchair because she's had both knees replaced. So if you were somebody that wanted to travel, can you take this?
TSA cleared. TSA cleared means you can fly with your own electric vehicle. And I'll tell you my story in just a minute where I didn't have a scooter with me, but you can drive this all the way through the airport. You know, you always board at gate 56. You know, you never board at gate 3. You know,
you see the sign, and then it's like, and then oh no, and then you get on a train and it's somewhere else.
Exactly. Airports are huge. It's a lot of steps. And if you are like me, I've been in an orthopedic boot, torn my calf 3 times. When you're in an orthopedic boot, every step is painful. Every step is exhausting. When you are differently able, doing that kind of walking puts a burden on your body that you don't need to have, that you don't need to worry about recovering from. You simply sit and drive.
Yeah, and it's fun. This is the thing. So Emily knows this story, but last year, actually it was the year before now because we're in 2025, but I tried to use a proper, you know, a sort of 3-wheel scooter when I was living in Costa Rica, and I crashed into a fence and I had this accident. I basically drove over my own leg, which was really badly bruised. And so when we first had this, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit afraid. You know, I'm worried because this doesn't have a throttle like a motorbike where if you grip it, you're going to go faster and faster. It's so intuitive. And I was even thinking the other day, I actually had a kind of bad accident on a scooter when I was at university.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten about it. And I was like, well, maybe that's where my fear comes from.
Because not all scooters are the same.
Exactly. This feels safe. It feels, you understand what you're doing, and that if you stop, it just stops. So, you know, it's Emily's going to show us how it works. But really, you know, this is only my second time on an Easy Rider. It's so intuitive. And if you're ever kind of worrying about being on wheels rather than your own 2 feet, I just want to tell you, as someone who has had accidents, I feel so safe and secure in this.
Don't you? And wait till you see what the armrests can do for you. The armrests are truly a feat of engineering. But I want to show you what it's like to drive an Easy Rider. So, keyless keyless entry. This is actually done
Luxury
as
keyless entry.
Yes, as a safety feature. Rather than leaving your key in the scooter, you can now put it in your pocket. So to start it, let me scoot around here so you can see.
No pun intended.
Here is your power button. You'll see it turns red. I push that in, it turns red. And then you're gonna swipe your fob. You see it beep and turn blue. Okay, so what I've done, not only have I turned the scooter on, but I've actually charged the fob itself. There's no batteries in here.
Oh.
The coolest, right?
Yes,
Isn't that great?
that's so cool.
That's so great. And you do get 2 fobs, so you'll use those as your keys. Now, there's a hook here you can hook this on if you'd like to do that. I like to keep the keys in my pocket, you know what I mean? And then if I'm out and about, nobody else can start my scooter, which is so nice.
Yeah, and then you always know where they are too.
I always know where they are. So here's your dashboard. I don't know, do we have a graphic of the dashboard so we can show it? Yeah, there we go. So I want you to see how easy this is. That LED screen at the top, that is your charge indicator. This is a scooter that takes 4 to 6 hours for a full charge, and you get up to 9 miles of distance, which is so great. The headlights, the button on the bottom, the headlights, what that does is turn an automatic headlight function on. Sensors on the dashboard, mine is now on, and the LED lights are nice and low because you can go outside, you can go over all kinds of terrain. We want you to see what's coming up. But there's a sensor in the dashboard that will, like your car, automatically turn them on and off for you, which is so great. You've got your courtesy horn on the right-hand side and that dial in the middle. And what I'd like to do is show you, because Evie Ryder understands the human body. It's because our owner is a biomedical engineer. He's got a PhD in biomedical engineering. We know how our hands age. He understands that we lose strength if you open jars, arthritis, carpal tunnel, we understand all that. This is there's like no fatigue in driving this. So even when you turn the speed dial, you can even do it with the side of your hand if you like, that dial in the middle right there. I'm doing it with, you can see here with 2 fingers, it's easy to do. To make it go, that little throttle down at the bottom, it's red on the right-hand side and black. We designed this so you can drive with 1 finger. So this is not a scooter that you have to grab here, these padded arms here, that's for steering. You don't have to grab, you don't have to twist, you don't have to squeeze. This is like my thumb, my right hand, my left hand. I don't need 2 hands, I can do it with 1 hand. I go up to almost 4 miles an hour, but watch how I stop. This is what I love so much about this scooter.
This is what I love so much.
Yes, as somebody who's had scooters that didn't,
Yes,
right?
well, the throttle and just gripping it because I'm going too fast. And obviously gripping a throttle, if you don't know, makes you go faster. So.
Yeah, exactly, and we understand that. But this is programmed to stop itself. All you do is let go. You don't have to find a pedal. You don't have to have reaction time. And here's what I love about it too. I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna come at the camera full speed, okay? I'm gonna let go.
Gonna give you some room,
there
lady.
we go.
There you go.
And watch how controlled and how smooth. There's no rumble, there's no jumble. I feel completely secure in this chair.
Yeah, it really is. It's so comfortable. It's comfortable, it feels really safe, it's intuitive, and it's something that you can just, you don't need to kind of read the manual. Once you understand how it works, it's really easy. So I know people might be thinking like, what happens when I get this home? What about afterwards?
So you're gonna take it out of the box. It's fully assembled. You're gonna take it out of the box. It's partially charged, and I can show you where the battery is and how to charge it. Let me pull up here. I'll go get the charger over here, right here. So here's the charger, and you get everything you need. So the battery is on board right here. It's integrated into the style. We do that to make it look beautiful and sleek. Here's the charging port right here. You'll see it's a circle, and it's got 3 holes. Here's the charger, which is round with 3 pegs. There's only one way to get it in, so you can't get it wrong. And then to plug it in, I love the simplicity of a 2-prong plug. There's no password, there's no download, there's no app. You don't have to remember a password. Plug it in 4 to 6 hours and you're on your way to go. And by the way, the first time that you get it home, we want to ship it to you partially charged. We love doing that.
Oh, so you can use it right out of the, it's like being a kid again. Like, I want to use it right away.
Of the extra joy that we can ship to you that we love. But the first time you get it home, and this will only be the first time, in this battery compartment, there's cables that look like this, and you can see there's only one way they go together. You're gonna make that connection. It's as simple as pressing that together. That's one time and you're done. You never have to do that again.
Yes, okay, so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Okay, you've heard us talking about it a lot, and we've invited you, if you've got EV Rider, to call us and share your story. But we're going to hear from Pat and listen to how EV Rider has impacted his life.
Hi, I'm Pat from Everett, and right now I'm awaiting knee surgery. So the EV Rider